Melissa, and this is yoga. Thank you for joining me. Just go ahead and turn on your favorite playlist and follow along with me. Listen to your own body first and me second. So we're going to go ahead and start standing. Root those feet down. Draw that belly button back towards the spine and draw that crown of the head up nice and tall. Reach those arms out alongside the body. Begin to notice your breath. Notice how that breath moves in the body. Just set aside those worries. Allow your body and your mind to be in this present moment. Nothing else matters, just your movements and your breath on your mat. As you're ready, start to breathe a little deeper. Maybe channeling that Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. Feeling that slight constriction in the back of the throat. Those deep, audible breaths. As you're ready, sweep those arms up and over your head. Exhale, float those hands to your heart center. Breathing in and breathing out. And we're going to start by rooting down with that left foot, finding something to focus that gaze on, and taking that right foot somewhere along the left, maybe at the ankle or the calf or that inner thigh. You can choose to keep those hands at the hips or reach them up high for your tree pose. Acknowledging that breath moving in and out of the body. Finding your steadiness. And if you fall out, no worries, no big deal. Just come right back in. Lower your hands to your heart center. And then step that right foot down. Go ahead and pedal out those feet, moving one heel and then the other. And then when you're ready, float that right foot to the mat and draw that left foot somewhere along the right. Keeping those hands at the heart center, down and out to the side, or sweeping them up and overhead. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing that breath move through the body. Maybe swaying a little more on this side to challenge your balance. Your choice. As you're ready, hands to the heart center, left foot meets the mat. And we'll scooch those feet together and sit back into our Utkatasana, our chair pose. Breathing in and breathing out. Exhale, fold forward, letting that head come towards the mat. Inhale, take a halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold, and then find your way to a high plank pose. Breathing in and breathing out. Knowing for sure you can drop those knees if you like. Maybe you need a little more support. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's take that head yes, and then take it no, making sure there's no tension there. Inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, step it forward. Spin that back foot down and come on up. Warrior two. Lengthen those arms. Reverse. Come on back through warrior two. And then cartwheel those hands down and find a high lunge pose. And then roll that heart open, lifting that left hand. Exhale. Come forward and through to your high plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that right leg. Exhale, step it forward. Spin that back foot down. Roll those shoulders open. Warrior two. When you're ready, reverse. And exhale, come back to warrior two, and then cartwheel those hands down. Pick up that back heel for that high lunge. Plant that left hand, open that right arm to the ceiling. Exhale, come back to your downward facing dog. Pedal out those feet, lift those heels, and lower those knees down. Come to table pose, and when you're ready, drop that belly, cow pose. Exhale, round that back for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Just move through a few more on your own. And when you're ready, come back to table pose. We'll take a big breath here and a long, slow breath out as we extend that right leg out behind us. And when you feel steady, raise that left arm. A little spinal balance here. Breathe. Exhale, lower that left hand, lower that right knee, and then extend that left leg up and out. When you're ready, reach that right arm forward. Exhale, lower that right hand, lower that left knee. Bring those knees together and sink those hips back. Fold over the thighs for child's pose. Settle back into your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Feel that back body expand and contract. Feel free to rest that forehead all the way onto the mat and reach those hands back. Or stack those fists and rest the forehead there. Let that breath be slow and steady, mindfully moving the breath. Sinking those hips. When you're ready, climb up to table pose. And then we'll take that left hand, plant it on the mat. Sweep that right arm up to the ceiling and then exhale, thread it through. Coming all the way to the right side of the face, that right shoulder. Resting that left hand on the mat or stretching it up towards the ceiling. Maybe even wrapping it around the back as you find your breath in this thread the needle pose. Breathing that Ujjayi breath. Rinsing out that spine. As you're ready, go ahead and unwind. Sweep that right arm all the way up to the ceiling and float it back down. As you're ready, plant that right hand. Sweep that left arm up and then thread it through, finding that twist on this other side. Keep that right hand on the mat or stretch it to the ceiling or maybe even wrap it around the back. Breathing in, breathing out, letting a little smile come to your face. As you're ready, go ahead and unwind. Find that table pose and curl those toes under. Downward facing dog. Stretch those arms long. Stretch those legs long. Keep a little bend or a big bend in those knees if you wish. As you're ready, sweep that right leg to the ceiling. Draw that right knee in towards the chest. Inhale, lift it back up. Draw that right knee in towards the nose. Lift it back up, three-legged dog. One more time, draw it in. Look between those hands. Step that right foot there. Take a moment, find that footing, and then come on up to that crescent lunge. So we're going to take a big bend in that front knee. We're going to sweep those arms up to the ceiling and find that balance. As we're ready, we're going to bring those hands to the heart center. Start to shift forward, coming into our airplane pose. So you can pick up that back leg, or you can leave those toes on the mat if you'd rather. Sweep those arms out, lift that heart, breathing in, breathing out. Rise up, plant that left foot, reach those arms up, little mini back bend, and then seal those hands at the heart center. Take a moment and drop that chin to the chest. Lengthen the back of the neck. Lift that head back to center. And then open that throat, lifting that chin up, arms at the side body. Come back to neutral. Standing in our mountain pose. Peel up those toes, fan them out. And when you're ready, sweep those arms up. Little mini back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Find that forward fold. Tucking the chin. Letting that head be heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Find that mat. Step back, high plank or supported high plank. Exhale, lower down. Unfurl those toes. Peel up, cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Drag those hands to the tops of the ribs. And then press up and back to your child's pose. Walk those finger pads toward the top of your mat. And then walk them over to that right side. Stay low and feel that opening on the left side of the body. Crawl those hands back through the center. Finding that child's pose. Tuning in to that opening in the back body. And then take it over to the left side, opening that right side of the body. As you're ready, come back through center and crawl up to a table pose. Take a big breath in and a long, slow breath out. Curl those toes under, send those hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take that head yes. Take it no. When you're ready, sweep that left leg to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose, round in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lengthen. One more time. And step it forward. Finding that crescent lunge will sink those hips. Take a big breath in, sweep those arms up and overhead. Exhale, sink. Hands to that heart center. Start to find your version of airplane pose. Remember, it might look like this, taking those arms out to the side, just hinging at that hip crease, keeping those toes on the mat, or you may launch off those back toes, tipping forward, lifting that heart. Slowly lower that right foot, come to mountain pose. Big breath in, long, slow breath out. As you're ready, sweep those arms up and over the head. Exhale, fold forward. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step back to your high plank pose. Slowly find your way to the mat and turn over onto your back body. We'll take those knees and bend them. Take those feet mat width apart and stretch those arms long. We'll windshield wiper those knees side to side. And then as you're ready, heel toe those feet in. Draw those knees into the chest. Peel the forehead up. Exhale, drop those knees over to the left. Stretch that right arm long and look right. Breathe against this twist. As you float that right shoulder closer to the mat. As you're ready, draw those knees into the chest. Peel that forehead up. And then drop the upper back onto the mat as you roll over onto that right side, stretching that left arm long. Look left. Let that breath move through the body. Come back onto the back body, draw those knees into the chest, peel that forehead up, and then stretch that left leg long, hover that heel, draw that nose toward the knee, and then switch. Keep going. You can always drop that heel or keep it lifted. You can also lower the head and shoulders. So find what version works best for you. And let's take one more round. Lower the head and shoulders, lower the soles of the feet to the mat. Pick up those toes, fan them out. Lower those feet and lift those hips. If you like, stay right here or clasp those hands. Tuck one shoulder and then the other for a bridge pose. Keep those knees nice and parallel. Let the weight be in the shoulders, not the head or the neck. Keep that head still and breathe. Exhale, untuck, come all the way down to the back body. As you're ready, let the soles of the feet come together. Let those knees butterfly open. Take one arm above the head and then the other. Letting those elbows bend, making that little diamond shape around the head. Breathing in, breathing out. Letting that heart open, letting those hips open. Noticing that Ujjayi breath moving through the body. When you're ready, lengthen one leg and then the other. Reach those hands and feet as far apart as they can go. And then extend those arms long. Let those feet flap over. Let the natural curves come back into your spine. Preparing for your rest. Release that Ujjayi breath and just let the breath come back to its normal rhythm. And as you're ready, take your rest, your savasana. Allowing that body and that mind to rest. Savasana. As you're ready, begin to bring some movement back to the body, wiggling fingers and toes, and taking that head from side to side. When you're ready, draw those knees into your chest. Take yourself over onto your favorite side. And just notice how your body feels. Notice your breath. And before we close our practice today, I wanted to share a quote with you from Sylvia Boorstein. Mindfulness meditation doesn't change life. Life remains as fragile and unpredictable as ever. Meditation changes the heart's capacity to accept life as it is. As you're ready, use the strength in your arms to press yourself up to that tall spine. And bring those hands to your heart center. And let's take one more big, deep breath in. And that long, slow breath out. It is an honor and a privilege to share yoga with you. Thank you so very much for practicing with me. Namaste. Thank you.